In the quiet village near Amsterdam, a grieving widow stood by the misty canal, her black dress flowing like shadows. The villagers whispered, their eyes filled with fear and suspicion. "Witch!" they hissed, as the wind carried their accusations through the narrow streets. Her husband's death was a mystery, but their judgment was swift. With tears in her eyes, she uttered a curse, her voice trembling with sorrow and rage, before vanishing into the night, leaving behind a town shrouded in dread. Years passed, but the widow's curse lingered. On moonlit nights, villagers swore they saw her, a spectral figure gliding silently over the canals, her black dress rippling like dark water. A lone fisherman, his hands shaking, dropped his net as she appeared before him, her hollow eyes staring into his soul. The air grew cold, and the whispers of the past echoed in the wind. The Black Lady had returned, and her presence was a warning. The past would not stay buried. A young historian, drawn by the legend, arrived in the village. In the dim light of the archives, he traced his fingers over faded parchment, uncovering a tragic truth. The widow had been innocent, framed by a jealous rival who coveted her husband's wealth. As he read the final words of her despair, a chill ran down his spine. In the mirror behind him, a fleeting shadow passed, a face veiled in black. The ghost had been watching, waiting for someone to remember her story. The descendants of those who wronged her began to vanish. Whispers filled the night, and unseen hands dragged them into the icy canals. One victim, his face contorted in terror, saw her reflection in the dark water just before he was pulled under. The village was paralyzed with fear, for the Black Lady's vengeance was merciless. The historian knew time was running out. He had to make things right before the curse consumed them all. At dawn, the historian gathered the villagers by the canal. He read aloud the truth of the widow's innocence, his voice steady and clear. As the sun's golden light touched the water, the ghost appeared one last time. Her face, no longer twisted in anger, softened with relief. The wind carried her whispered thanks as she faded into the mist. The curse was lifted, but some say on stormy nights, her shadow still walks, a silent guardian of the truth she fought so hard to reveal.